Sorry, I got to stop the music there. So, I don't come on late very often, but I really felt the need to get on and show you guys what I am going to start on the Witch's New Year, which, for those that don't know, October 31st marks the Witch's New Year. And that way, if any of you guys want to join me on this journey, you can do so. But, yeah, I wanted to show this to you guys and share it with you. And then maybe we'll pull some cards a little bit later. If you are watching, go ahead and say hi. Let us know you're here. There's at least 3 of you out there. Well, I guess one of them's me. So let's get started. I'll show those of you that are here what I've got going on. So if you are a returning viewer, you know I love Danielle Knoll and all of her work. Well, one of her decks was written by Sahara Rose. It's one that I use a lot on this channel. It's my Yogic Path deck. This one here, I use it really often. Let me turn on this light so you guys can see things better. Wrong one. There, you should be able to see a little better now. Okay, so you can tell I don't do late night stuff very often. So anyway, the Yogic Path is one of my very favorite decks. I love it. It's gorgeous. The cards are amazing. They give spectacular messages. So Sahara put out a reflective journal to go along with the Yogic Path deck. Okay, so this and this team up to essentially be a soul journey for anybody who goes through it. I will be starting this as of November 1st. And let me show you a little bit about what's in it. So it's not just a normal everyday journal. Okay, it is kind of sort of a tarot journal or oracle in this case, but there's so much more to it because it actually leads you on a soul journey. So if you're somebody that's just starting out in your awakening and you need help finding your way, this would be a great place to start. If you're somebody that has been on your path for a long time but need a boost, this again would be a great place for you to go. So there's a little welcome letter in here from Sahara. Just know, guys, that I am in no way, shape, and form being compensated for sharing this with you. I just feel very strongly that this would be a really good thing for anybody that feels called to it to do. Now, it is more geared towards women. However, I feel that men could get a really good use, really good experience out of this as well. So if you lean more masculine, don't be afraid to get a journal like this and do the practice as well. This does talk about menstrual cycles and how to live your life in accordance with the cycle and what each stage of your cycle you should be focusing on. However, guys, don't worry about that part, okay? The lessons are still really solid for you. So the next part is how to use the journal, and then dosha and the season. So this part here will be great for guys, okay? Because this is seasons, as in earthly seasons, not seasons as in the womb season. So females have essentially 4 seasons during each month, which is why we're so crazy, because we're changing all the time. So right now here in the US, we just started our Veda season, which is autumn. That's the more creative season, okay? You are inside more because the weather's starting to be crappy, and it's really a time to put your energy towards something creative. So that's this page here. Then it goes into the dosha of the day. So each day may have a different energy to it. And then it goes into the menstrual cycle part, which, guys, sorry, you're not going to have a menstrual cycle. Not that your body doesn't go through ups and downs and hormonal changes through the month, but it's not necessarily the same as a woman's. So there's that. But there is a way that you can track your emotional menstrual cycle, so to speak, okay? So if you have certain days where you're like, there may be one week that you're really tired. There may be another week that you're super energetic. There may be some that you're just plain moody. That's similar to what women go through, and you could totally track it that way. Then you are flowing with your body's natural rhythm. So anyway, kind of off track. This book does have the moon phases for 2021 as well as 2022. It also goes over the last 4 months of new moons and full moons for 2020 and all of them for 2021 and 2022, as well as retrograde dates and eclipse dates. So that's really awesome, actually. It also talks about Western and Vedic astrology. So these are two separate systems. Here in the US, we go by the Western zodiac, and we're very familiar with that. Other parts of the world probably are more familiar with the Vedic. I'm just learning this part. I'm not even super good with the Western astrology other than knowing the dates and kind of personality traits. So I have a lot to learn in this area myself, but there is that. And then it starts off with each month having a different theme. So the first month is finding your Dharma, which is your life, your soul purpose. So you put the name of the month there whenever you happen to start, and it just walks you through it. So the first day of the month, you go with your, what are you curious about? What do people come to me for? How can I further my gifts? How can I be of service? And then it tells you some stuff to research on here. This month's intention, it gives you an affirmation and a 3-card spread to use with your Yogic Path deck. And it gives you the different meanings of each card that you put out. And then you go to your days. So each day will have a date. You track which part of the menstrual cycle or emotional cycle that you're in. Okay, the 3 things you're grateful for today. Today's card pull. So each day you will pull a card for that day, for that energy right then. Today's dosha, which means what your purpose is for that particular day. Not necessarily the whole month, but just that day. Okay, today's intention, an I am statement. This is a great place to put an affirmation. And then the last part is for the evening. So you take about 5 minutes in the morning, fill out the top part, and then about 5 minutes in the evening to fill out the bottom. And you do that every single day. And it gives you a little visual of how your month goes. And then at the end of each month is a reflection section. So you can reflect on, all the things that you were grateful for during the month, the good things that happened, maybe areas that you can improve for next month. Whatever it is that you are focusing on, you can reflect there in that section. And this is just notes so you can watch how you grow over the month. And then the next month is a new theme. And so then you focus on that for the next month, and so on and so forth, all the way through to the end of the book. And it does follow along with the cards in the deck. So you'll notice a lot of the cards in there. If you're a sticker person, there is stickers in here. that doesn't need to be in here, that you can use in your days and whatnot. So like you can put one of these these card stickers on for the day, or some people just like to decorate their journals, and so you can use those for that, or however you want to use it. But those are there. If you want to use them somewhere else, then you use them somewhere else. But I personally am going to use this, like I said, starting November 1st. If anybody that wants to go on this journey with me, you can do so. You can get this Yogic Path journal on Amazon. I want to say it was right around the $25 US mark. It wasn't super expensive. It may have actually been cheaper than that, maybe only like $16 or $17. I can't remember. I knew that I needed it, and so I got it. But if you want to go on this journey with me, leave me a comment. There's going to be a lot of people that see this after the fact. And I don't know, maybe we'll create a group, or I can add you to my Facebook group, and we'll just kind of do it together. I will be doing lives for my patrons for this journey. So if you want to be part of that journey, I invite you to become a patron of the channel, and the link should be in the description. It's just Soul Moons Rising on Patreon. You can find me there, and you can join for as little as $1 a month. So I will do at least a monthly, if not a weekly live for my patrons just on the Yogic Path. So we can follow along with each other, we can check in, and Ecamm's got a new feature coming out that we might be able to play with and actually do conference stuff. So that's kind of fun. But I really want to invite you guys on this journey that I'm taking. And yeah, so I am going to pull a card general for each of the 4 elements. So fire, water, earth, and air. So if you are any of those signs, whether you rising, moon, sun, doesn't matter. Okay? Whichever one resonates with you the best for your sign, we just consider it yours. So I'm not going to do individual cards for everybody, but I am doing collectives for each of the elements. So because I am a fire, I'm going to start with fire. So all my fire elements, this next Yogic Path card is for you. All right, what do my fires need to know? All right, so my fire signs, including myself, we got karma in reverse. So let's see what karma has to tell us. Karma, she tells us negative karma. Sometimes we take a wrong turn and move away from the direction of our Dharma. At first, it can feel like a poke, which becomes a punch and can eventually manifest as an accident if you continue to ignore it. This isn't the universe going against you, but rather sending messages that you're taking the wrong course and must shift gears to come back into alignment with your Dharma. Take a break from social media, television, and other social obligations and use this time to reflect. When did things become to be so difficult? What decisions did you make around that time? What alternatives could have better suited your soul's purpose? State your commitment to surrendering to your highest self and doing the work it takes to get there. Things will change as soon as you do. So that's for my fire signs. All right, let's go on to water. So this next card is for my water signs. Remember, if your sun sign doesn't resonate, check your moon as well as your rising. And also, if you happen to be a cusp like I am, it could be either element as well. So like me, I'm both fire and water. So both could resonate or one or the other. All right, so my water signs. You got Krishna, also in reverse. We've got lots of reverse already this evening. Krishna, number 119. God of compassion and love, have you lost your trust in the divine? Do you feel like you walk alone in this path? How far have you separated from the divinity that exists inside of you? There is no part of you that is separate from the divine. Your sex, your body, even your shadows. All of it is holy and worthy of being embraced. You are a divine being placed on this planet for a specific reason, to follow your life path. The path is winding and has many chapters, all of which are important. Acknowledge the chapter you are in and the lesson it is teaching you. Focus on your attention, on where you want to go, and don't forget to laugh and play along the way. That's for you, my water friends. All right, let's do a card for my air. Where are my air people? You know, I forget who is actually in each element. That's my EFT. Where is Jasha's cheat sheet? Oh well. Okay, so the next card is for my air elements. If you are an air element, either sun, moon, or rising, this message is for you. All right, you got Kundalini. It's one of my favorite cards. All right, where is it? Kundalini. Kundalini is rising, the serpent-like energy that exists in the base of your spine. It has awakened. You may have noticed that you feel more spiritually aware than ever before. You are more sensitive to energies and quickly manifesting your thoughts. Your psychic abilities are rising and you feel the flow of energy that vibes in every being. Your heart is full of a deep compassion and desire to serve others, and you have a keen awareness of your purpose. This is Kundalini rising. Stay grounded in this purpose. Connect to nature, exercise, journal, practice yoga. Through grounding, you'll be able to experience a beautiful and blissful Kundalini awakening that takes you exactly where you're meant to be. That's for you, my air signs. And last but not least, my earth signs. Let's get a card for you. Right, what do my earth signs need to know? Earth signs. Vishta in reverse. All right, earth signs. You got the throat chakra. Is there something you know that you need to say, but you can't muster up the courage to say it? Have you been waiting to get to a specific point to begin sharing your truth, but every day that moment feels further and further away? Let me tell you something. That moment is now. It is time for you to begin expressing the divinity that exists inside your soul through the gifts the universe has blessed you with. Whether it's through words, movement, food, art, or music, it's time to express yourself and let your truth echo. Express yourself, earth signs. All right, family, that is it for this evening. Again, I invite you all on this yogic path journey that I will be starting November 1st, which is the first day of the new year. Again, you can find this on Amazon. It's somewhere between $15 and $25. I can't remember exactly how much it was. Just search a yogic path or even Sahara Rose and you will find it. Let me know if you're going to be on this journey with me. If you want to join in on the live streams where we go over the stuff and just kind of recap and have a discussion every month, join Patreon, and it's as little as $1 a month. It's super, super inexpensive. And you can join the live stream with me, and yeah, we can go through that. You can also join the free Facebook group, Soul Moon's Rising Metaphysical Community. All the links are down in the description box. I will also link them in the comments, so you don't have to scroll all the way down. Anyway, I love you guys, and we will see you tomorrow for spirit messages. Have a good night.